Hi everyone. Happy 1st of December. Yeah, I cannot believe that it's already that time of the year. Crazy. So we are doing the November journal wrap up thing, I don't know. I kind of feel like this is fitting because November is its own season for me. It's like the dark melancholic writing season with NaNoWriMo and everything. And then December is a complete different thing. It's all about Christmas and. So I was thinking that it makes sense to make the video now. I have a new tea and I'm not sure what I think. It's cinnamon and plum. Alrighty, so this is my journal. This is number 80. And yeah, November is always for me dark and melancholic. Writing is my focus. But then again, I always write. So it's just that I can justify it in November. I can say, oh, I'm working on NaNoWriMo. But yeah, I usually always write. So basically what I said this already. All right, I posted this NaNoWriMo video and I explained everything already. I just remembered, I forgot for a second that I did that. So this is a Lilith pendant and I really want this one. But it's not available, okay? It's like there's a picture existing of like a previous Etsy shop, but this thing is nowhere to be found. And this is the one thing that I would wear if I could have it. But, well, it's not available, which is really sad. I love this because it reminds me of those medallions, those religious medallions with like, prophets on them, or like the Holy Mary and stuff. So I really like that, this exact design. Yeah, whatever. My Gaia online avatar. Some people are asking me what this is. Gaia Online is a forum-based community where people have their own figurine as an avatar, and then when you post in the forums or you play games, you can earn the currency, and then you can buy clothes and accessories and everything for your avatar, and then you can dress it up. It's a lot of fun. I have been on there since 2007. Wow, that's a long time. Yeah. So yeah, you will see lots of black, lots of red. I dressed my avatar according to NaNoWriMo with lots of books and journals around her. And she even holds a pen. It's just you cannot see it properly, and it says Dear Diary. Yeah. This was one of my NaNoWriMo updates, but this is not up to date anymore. I started the Commonplace book, right? There's a book where you put in information and knowledge, but in a way that you can find it again. And I'm not super active in this Commonplace book, but I have stored some information in there that is very useful and that I need for my future stories, So yeah. I'm quite happy that I have this because I can continue to add information and will probably need it for the rest of my life. So I bought this sticker box. It was like a Chinese brand thing, and I show you because many people have said that they really like those, and I have sent them out in Happy Mail, and they came with like a lot of those sheets, like a lot. They're really thin, so there are a lot of sheets, and they come with like flower pattern or, you know, vintage. And yeah, they were like 15 bucks for one box, and there were a lot of stickers in there, a lot. I have already sent out a ton of them, and I still have a ton, you know, so that was worth it. Let me tell you. This will like being put in Happy Mail in probably for the whole next year. So I'm set on something to send, you know, which is great. Got Happy Mail from Spooky Beans. It was the 11th of the 11th, and you know what that means, right? It was my anniversary with Trion, and it has been how long? 4 or 5 years already? Yeah. Yeah, 2017. Yeah, so the color red became really, really significant for me in the past 2 months. And I started to like completely change my makeup style. I always used to wear white, gray, black, smoky eye with like a normal, you know, liquid eyeliner and pale lips or pale pink lips, you know. And now I use red eyeshadow and red lipstick. It's so different, but I love it. I love it. I feel so good in my own skin. So yeah, red has become very important in my life. Which I guess maybe be Lilith influence. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. You know, when I now go to the supermarket and I look at something, like be it cups or tablecloth or whatever, you know, and I'm like, oh, this comes in red, you know, I should take it. You know, I feel like red has become a new favorite color or so. I mean, it's not like I disliked red, but ever since the 2008 emo scene kid phase, where a lot of them were wearing red and black in combination, this kind of destroyed my... I didn't like it anymore, you know, the combination of red and black. This was overused, it became cliche, and every wannabe emo goth was like wearing like red and black striped shirts, and you know what I mean? Like it just, I didn't like it anymore. So I stayed away from this color combination for a long time. And now all of a sudden, boom, you know? I'm totally into red and black in combination. But not in the emo sense, but in the gothic blood vampire sense, right? So yeah. So now you know what's going on with me. That was part of a letter. So cute. From Jess, right? If I'm not incorrect, I think so. I started to watch Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmare again, and this made me remember why I stopped going to restaurants. You know, I got so paranoid back in the day about going to a restaurant not knowing what they're serving me, because I had a few bad experiences. And so ever since back in the day I started to watch this show, I stopped going out or eating out, you know, if I cannot see it. If it's like something like, let's say Subway, you know, where you can look right behind the counter and they are doing it fresh, you can see everything. But if I cannot see it, I don't. Yeah, because you never know what they're serving you. They could drop it to the floor, the kitchen could be filthy, you know, you'd never know. I saw so many shocking episodes of this show. Yeah, it made me even more paranoid. So yeah. I rather cook from scratch, and I'm a pretty good cook, so I don't have to eat out. Kurva. It's funny because, you know, because, well, it is not funny that I have doves that are shitting on my balcony. I hate that. but this picture is funny. This is from a song by Citizen Soldier, which I listened a lot to in November. I was so proud here on my 165k words. And then in the moment after, right after I wrote this, I wrote like, oh, I have 2 new ideas that I could write about. And then right after this entry, I started another story on the 27th. And oh boy, I'm already on page 70 again, you know, so yeah. So last night, shortly before midnight, I did do my final update. It was 202k words in 5 stories on 322 pages in total. All of those stories combined that I wrote. So some of them are obviously over 50k words. That means I have fulfilled the NaNoWriMo rules, the guidelines, the write a story that has 50k words thing, you know. So yeah, I was pretty successful. I even wrote, I think, 3 stories that are over 50k words. So yeah, and I did push all my journals in like a cabinet so I can put my books out on my shelves, because I'm currently rebuilding my my private library. You know, like, yeah, filling my shelves with books again. And that's it. That was pretty much all the November. And now we are starting here fresh, December. So this December, I didn't want to go all bright and colorful. Well, you kind of expected that, but I mean, what I mean by that is I want to go into the Yule winter thing. I don't want to do like I don't want this pink Christmas. I don't want those gifts. I don't want, let's say, something like that, you know? No. So I was planning more on like, those were all my Christmas cards from last year. More like this aesthetic, you know? Maybe even that. Like, well, black is cool too, but you know what I mean. I want to do something that is more on the silver, gold, nature, witchy, pine needle thing. You know what I mean, right? So yeah. Because I actually never celebrated Yule before. And I always celebrated the typical Christian style Christmas that I know from my childhood. So this year I thought I would make something different. And I mean, it's the first year without my parents, and the first year of Christmas with my brother. So I want to do something special. I want to do something new, new traditions, you know? So yeah, I bought those stickers because they were like I said, not too colorful, but beautiful, classic, you know, like this. This reminds me of Kenunos, of course, and some green trees. Green is always good. So I wonder if I still have some stuff in here that I could use. Well, I have elks. Are those elks? I don't know. I don't know the differences between those animals. I would all call them stags, but that's probably wrong. So yeah. Yeah, there are some logs in here. And stars. Oh, there's even more. Yeah. So yeah, I will try not to make my journal too colorful. That's really all I wanted to tell you. And I wanted to show you some supplies, you know, like I was thinking about putting this every day, but then, you know, I hate the color blue, so I guess I would have to go with like a bluish wintry theme on every single page in order to make that fit. So I'm not sure on that yet. I mean, it would be cool because it has all the numbers and stuff. So I don't know. That was kind of the original plan, and then I still have those vintage stickers, which I think you have seen before, but I show you again for everyone who wasn't here last year. I need to check if I'm still filming. Yeah. So I bought those in the secondhand shop. I lived right next to the secondhand shop before I moved here. So they have a whole box. They didn't cost $250. That was like the old price in the 90s or whatever when they were made, you know? They were made by Kodak. Like high quality paper, you know, and everything. So yeah, even though they are old, there were some that said actually the date on the back, you know, like it kind of like from the 90s, I think. So those are really high quality. Those are still sticking perfectly. They must have been very expensive when they were made back in the day. You know, back when we were all children and we still had sticker books, sticker albums, and we would collect really beautiful stickers. This is kind of the sentiment that I get from those stickers. And every sheet was 5 cents. Only 5 cents, okay? Just take this in for a second. So I could just grab a lot of them, and they had lots of different designs and was so cheap, and I sent them away in Happy Mail, and look how many I still have. Because I would just go to my like piggy bank, you know, and take out all like the cent pieces, and then go to that store and buy more and more and more. So yeah, I have those trees, I have small trees, those ornaments, green little ornaments, sparkly moons. I guess those are tree ornaments, right? This says Merry Xmas. The socks look funny. Those are little belts with like bows on top. It's kind of hard to see, but still cool. Those again, we had this in the beginning. So yeah, anyway, they had lots and lots of different designs there, and those are cute too. You can take the middle part out, and sorry, my mouth is so dry. I have really dryness problems at the moment. I don't know if I'm dehydrated, but like I'm dry everywhere on my body, which is not good. Those are cute too. So yeah, anyway, if I would send out Happy Mail in December, I would probably include some of those. But I don't know if I will, because, or only to a few people, because I have already sent out a lot of November mail, and that was already costly for me, you know. That's my first Christmas with my brother, so I want to do something special this Christmas. I want to make a nice meal. You know, we were making cabbage rolls, the Polish way. Back in the day, they were only filled with meat, like pure meat, like minced meat, like really good spiced, you know. But now that meat has become so expensive, I'm looking for a recipe that you can stretch with like rice or potatoes or something, you know, because I could not afford making the traditional cabbage rolls that my mom used to make. Yeah, I can put this away later. Look, I got those Christmas cards. I will send out those for Christmas. Those are only 4 cards. I will send them out, and I don't know where to yet. Guess I should maybe write to German people, you know, like my pen pals and stuff. Yeah, for a change, you know, instead of just sending mail to overseas. That's pretty much it. We have wrapped up everything. I have shown you what I'm gonna use, and of course I will print pictures from Pinterest that are kind of like in the Yule direction, you know. And now I'm gonna show you my updated journal thing. You can already see it over there. My updated journal storage. So the most important ones that I always refer to, my well, you know, the teenager journals, they are over there, and Schmeek is protecting them. And then all the others are down here. It will be hard if I have to search for a specific journal and I have to pull them out, especially since this is glass. So if this is too heavy, it could crack, which now this is supported by those books. But if I take those out, I need to take those out first, I think. Yeah. And then I have started to add my reading books over here. My spiritual books have a double row because some of them are really ugly. You know, like when spiritual books have like pastel colors and shit. Oh, I hate this. So yeah. I wish I had all my books were like black, you know, that would fit my aesthetic so much better, but well, it is how it is. That was it. I'm gonna stop the video now. Bye bye. Have a nice day.